Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing Under the Surphazes in stealth mode. Shout out to Yuso for suggesting this video. So start off with, I'm just going to walk around to the main gate. This is the easiest way I found to actually enter in, with two guards, one on the left and one on the right. You can actually just sneak around. And then what you want to do is pick lock the front door. Now I've got quick fingers skill equipped, so that allows you to pick lock a door, and then it gives you rush, which then you can use to pick lock doors in one go basically. So as you just saw there, so you want to make your way right and then grab this QR code. Just be careful, there's a camera at the top left, and then what you want to do is walk your way around again, just making sure you're shutting the doors behind you, otherwise the guards outside could potentially see you. Now there's going to be a guard typically on the left and the right hand side as well, so just going to wait for them to actually go away. So once you've gone left, then go left again, and then pick lock, or lock pick even, this door. Now there's going to be another QR code in here. It's in multiple places, so sometimes it can be on the desk just to your right, sometimes it's in these lockers, but in my case it was just here. Just nice and simple to grab it. So find yours and grab that QR code. In total we're going to need about 5 QR codes to complete this mission in stealth mode. So go out this door, be careful of the guard. There's also another guard that comes up shortly after as well. Just be careful. The QR code is going to be in one of these toilets. So for me it was the first one, but it might be the second one for you. And there's the second guard there on the right. So what you want to do is head left and up the stairs here. Now I'm going to equip the mask, but don't worry, it's going to be stealth. I'll find it easier once you've equipped the mask. Just in case there's anyone that spots you, you can just quickly shoot them. This is the security room here, although for you it might be the opposite side of the building. So what you want to do is take out the guard there, and then make sure you answer the radio. This way now the cameras are going to be disabled, which will make your life a lot easier, because it's very difficult to do this with the cameras on, although I'm sure it's possible.
Thanks for calling. I feel better now.
So dump the guard there.
Okay, right. I think that sounds good.
And always make sure that you're closing the door behind you as well. There's a couple of times where I don't think I closed the door behind me, but just don't make that mistake, as the guards sort of walking about can actually see the dead body, for example, and then obviously your mission's over in terms of stealth.
I've never been very interested in art, but if you see one of those paintings with the dogs playing poker, grab it for me, will you?
Now what you want to do is actually make your way to the opposite side of the building. I found actually going down, crossing the sort of downstairs lobby bit, and then going up the stairs, as you'll see in a second, is actually the easiest way, because there's so many guards up the top that it just makes it much harder, whereas there's more open space down here and less guards, especially in this particular area. So depending on what you had, whether you had that security room or not, will depend on what's on the opposite side of the building. Now there is a QR code right there, but this guard keeps patrolling, and it's quite difficult to actually pick it up without getting spotted. Now in this instance I had to kill this guard because I wasn't very careful when he came up behind me, so took him out. Just make sure that you're taking them out and then hiding the body where possible in a room that you can shut the door. A lot of the times if you leave them in the corner of a room or something like that and a guard comes patrolling, then obviously you're going to get spotted, so just make sure you put the bodies in a room. In my case, I just put the body down here at the bottom of the stairs and then close the door, as there's nobody that actually patrols the stairs. So that's always a good location if you're not sure where to stick a dead body. Now, on the opposite side of the building, like I said, there's the server room there. In my case, but this might be again different for you. It could be potentially the security room, but in my case it was the server room, so I'm going to get in there. But obviously, as you saw, there's a guard just coming up, so in my case I was being a bit impatient here, so didn't want to wait for the guard to clear off, as I need the E6, so I'm going to take out the guard here and then hide the body and answer the radio. Hopefully you're a better shooter than I am.
Everything alright over there?
Yeah, can you hear me now? I don't know what happened. Somebody started singing through the radio. Bloody awful. I had to turn it off. It wasn't you, was it?
Okay, right. I think that sounds good.
Now you want to get into the server room, so just pick lock this. In the server room there's going to be another QR code that you'll need to pick up, along with I can never remember the name of it, but you'll see it in a second. This device that's going to allow you to see which of the UMA paintings is legit. So just pick up that device, and here I'm going to take out this cleaner, as it doesn't really affect any of the radio calls, and plus this cleaner is very annoying. So I'm going to take the body and, just as I did before, just dump it in either a room or the stairs. Once you've hidden the body, if you did indeed shoot the cleaner or any other guards or whatnot, then make sure you clean up after yourself. Now we're going to head down to E1. When you get into the room, you'll find actually that it's protected. The actual painting is protected by bars. So what you want to do first, after entering that room, is or before entering the room even, you can just find this panel here. Now in my case it was just here in the reception area, but it could be also in other locations, such as if when you enter to your right, it could be there, and it could also be just outside where the E1, the exhibition room 1 is. So just check those locations if it's not in this reception area. So I'm just going to wait for this guard to leave. So once you're free of guards, just stand in the circle until the green bar fills up. Now just there through the room, as you just saw, that's where I store all of the bags. That's going to make it easier to loot after you finish the mission. So just store everything, every painting that you get, every loot, just store it at the bottom of those stairs. It's going to make your life easier when it comes to the end. As long as you're doing this mission in stealth mode, the exit to the getaway truck is going to be just behind where I am now. Once you've done that and you sit in the circles, you'll need to now go to the room E1, which again is at the back on the left hand side downstairs, and you'll use one of your QR codes to get in. In most cases the painting is just on the right hand side, so you just need to lockpick that and take the painting out, and then once you've done that you want to go back immediately again to the bottom of the stairs and store it there. It's a bit tedious doing it all of after each painting, but trust me, it's going to be worth it when it comes to the end, as you don't want to get caught right towards the end in a stealth mission. Now that you've done that, you want to actually make your way upstairs and find the manager's office. So go up the stairs, and we're trying to find the manager's office. So it's just there on the left hand side, or in some cases it might be just where E6 is. So just find out, and you can tell because there you go, the manager's just entered. But before we go into the manager's office, there is the break room as well. If it's here, again it might be in another location, might either be opposite side of the building, depending on where it's located. So just take the QR code in there first, and then you can make your way to the manager's office. Now the manager does come out, so just make sure that the manager doesn't see you. Once you've taken out a few guards, then you can kill the manager, because the manager does become very, very annoying towards the end. But right now there's quite a few guards, and chances are you'll get spotted. So come into the manager's office, take the QR code. Now the manager can sometimes come back in this room. Just stay behind the screen. As long as you're behind the screen, even if he comes in, he won't be able to see you. So on the screen, you want to note a couple of things. So first, you can see there's UMA paintings. Note down where they are. In my case, it was E4 and E7. Then the Vicario paintings, you want to make sure that you note down it's E5 and E6 in my case, but again it might be different in yours. Then behind there's a safe, so crack that, and there's some money and a key that you'll use for the UMA painting at the end. Now I found it best to actually just take a step back after you've cracked this, because it can be a bit glitchy or a bit weird when taking the money off the top of the safe for some reason. So just a quick tip there. Then you'll want to make your way to the Vicario paintings, which in my case is E5 and E6. So you can pick whichever one you want to go into first. So in my case I chose E5 first. One thing I did forget to do was there's another panel upstairs, which you'll see in a second. So you have to actually, again, stand in those circles as you did at the bottom to open these, open the locks on the paintings. Now, when you come in at first, there's going to be this laser, so just make sure you're walking around avoiding it, otherwise again you're going to be detected. Now what you're aiming to do is there's a switch on the right hand side, so you just want to go up to it and switch that off, and that way the laser thing will stop. So now I'm going to go and head for that panel. It's in multiple locations, well, it can be in multiple locations. Typically I found it's in between E6 and where I'm standing now, but it could also be on the over on the opposite side of the room, or just where E6 door is. So just bear that in mind, but you want to find that panel, activate it, and then stand in the circles. Now you need to stand in the circles like you did at the bottom. Now at this point I did kill the manager, just because again it was being very annoying. So feel free to kill the manager, just make sure there's no guards around, and obviously hide the body. This doesn't count towards one of your radio alarms either, so that's good news. So you get 4 radio alarms in total, so just bear that in mind before the alarm's triggered.
The display cases on the upper floor
Now that you've stood in the circles, now you can actually go back into either E5 or E6 or wherever your Vicario paintings are. So just make sure you've noted that in the manager's office if you haven't already. Now it's going to be the painting is going to be the one with the blue splash on it, as you just saw there. So you can actually just go up to it closely and then flash a light on it, and you'll see there's that blue splash on it. So that's when you know it's the correct Vicario paintings, because there's 2 of them in these rooms. So again, take that painting. Once you took the painting, then put it downstairs in that same place, so down the bottom of the stairs on the opposite side of the building, where you've put all the other stuff, just so that's all together and ready to collect. Now make your way into the other room where the Vicario painting is. So in my case that was, I just did E5, so now I'm going to go to E6. Now in this room there's going to be some lasers that you need to actually get past. So the aim of this is to wait for the lasers to switch, then you want to walk across as they're off. Obviously, again, if you walk into one of these, the alarm goes off and you have to start all again. So just make sure you're walking around, find that device on the wall. In my case it was just here next to the painting in the corner, and then just turn it off. Once you've done that, again you want to go up close to the paintings, flash your torch on them or your light on them, and just see whether that blue splash comes up. If it does, then it obviously means that's the legit Vicario painting and that's the one you take. So lockpick the painting case, and then once you've done that, take that painting and again put it with all of your other stuff, whether that's down the bottom of the stairs or whether you've chosen another location. Now for this one you want to actually pick up the that device that we collected from the server room. This device will be used to check the authenticity of the UMA paintings. So you'd want to make sure you get that before going into either E4 or E7, which are the rooms that we're going to next. So one of these rooms will contain a fake painting and the other will be a real authentic painting, and so this device that we have on us will allow us to see which of the paintings are real, so we can obviously collect and loot the correct painting in order to complete this mission. So we're going to use the QR code on E4 first. Again, a similar situation here with the laser, so it's quite easy this one. As the laser moves to the left, just walk around and then the device is literally just there on the wall. This one was actually the easiest. And then just turn that off and that disables the laser. And now you'd want to walk up to the painting and then lockpick the case and then put the device down, throw the device down onto the painting just to authenticate it and make sure it's the correct one.
That's the painting we're after.
And as you can see, this is the authentic painting, so you need to collect this one and put this with all of the other loot that you've collected. Now you want to go down the stairs and it's time to collect the loot. You want to throw the device down in the corner there, and now it's time to loot bags. So what you want to do is go out these double doors here, just making sure there's no guards outside. There is a guard patrol outside as well as employees as well, so there's going to be cleaners and obviously members of the public. Members of the public aren't too concerned about you, I've found, when you go outside here, but obviously just make sure there's a cleaner on the left and the bench, and there's a guard that walks up and down. So you want to just walk past, being very quiet here, because again, if you're caught here, then it's a bad day, because you're right at the end of a stealth mission. So just walk around the hedge here. Then you can see there's a truck right at the back, the getaway truck. So you just throw the loot into there. And then you want to keep coming and going, collecting the bags as you throw them in. Obviously, if you wanted to collect more loot, then you can simply go back in and collect the optional paintings, but for me this one was quite long, this mission, so just wanted to sort of get all of the main paintings out of there. And as you can see there's the guard, and just on the right there you can see there's a cleaner, so just be careful as you're going in and out to not get spotted. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.